do some vocal exercises.
La, 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 la.
I'm started. What's going on, guys? It's Utility Players Podcast with episode something. Today's April 27th, Monday, the start of a new week. Coming at you with some more content, I guess you could say. So we talk about the news and sports, not too much. The NFL draft ended. Episodes 3 of 4 of The Last Dance came out last night and some other stuff. We do a starting 5 rankings where we rank this is kind of a soft episode, so be prepared. Our masculinity cards are going to come out and be put into question after this episode. So we do a starting 5 with Black Eyed Peas songs, group of our childhood right there. A mock draft of girly / like feminine things that we like or we do. Past versus present of the 0-16 Lions versus the 0-16 Browns. Not really a past versus present, just a relatively recent and relatively not recent, I guess you could say. That time of the week, we do an MVP, LVP, and finish off with a Would You Rather. All right. Let's say hi to the boys. Nick, Feegs, how you doing? Week 6 or 7, I think, of quarantine. Are you still sane?
I'm good.
That's it? Easton, how you doing on this fine evening?
I'm good.
That's all I get.
I don't want to talk to you.
These are some of the worst introductions we've ever had. But okay.
Yeah, because of you. You ruined them.
Debatable. I'm probably the goat. I like to see you guys try and do what I do at the beginning and end of every episode. I carry.
Yeah, this is Utility Players Podcast. Today we're going to go through introductions, the news, Winston to the Saints. The SEC dominates the draft.
Shut up.
LSU
Shut up.
14
Shut up.
players
Shut
drafted.
up. Shut up.
You know, as much as I want to bash on Connor, his was better.
Thanks. All right, into the news. So first off, kind of the biggest news, like player-wise, is Jameis Winston, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, signs a 1-year deal with the Saints to become Drew Brees' backup. Feegs, I feel like you got thoughts on this.
Yeah, I like it. I think Jameis Winston, if he gets the turnovers like even remotely under control, I think he's a starting NFL quarterback. So good move by the Saints.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I was just kind of questioning. I think the 1 year is going to be kind of a fill him out, see how he is. And then they're going to sign him for probably 2 or 3 after that and have him sit behind Breeze, see how he develops, kind of learn the game behind a veteran quarterback, and then maybe make him their starter down the road if he figures out the whole interception thing.
Learning the game after you've been a starter for 5 years is like –
yeah, but I mean he knows what to expect. It's just getting the dumb plays out.
Yeah, he's like Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, he apparently chose less money and less years to go to New Orleans and like play under Breeze and Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like it.
No,
I mean, Breeze has got 2 years left too.
He already made a ton of money. It's not like money's an issue at this point. It's more about being a starter and getting a bigger contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I think he's gambling on himself.
To me, it's kind of like okay, like this is kind of exactly what we expected him to do, like sign a short-term deal and be somebody's backup for the time being, just because it's so late.
Yeah, he said he would be when he got released by Tampa. He said he'd be back in Tampa come February, and he actually has a legit chance being on the Saints, just not the starter.
True, yeah. Fucking third string with Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with that because there's a good chance.
They just signed Taysom Hill.
Yeah, they signed Taysom to a 2-year contract.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I could see like Drew Brees going down and then like Jameis having to be a starter there because Brees is older and he's been injury ridden the last couple of years. So.
He's brittle, dude. He's too old.
He is brittle. He's good. He's still good, but he's just He is brittle.
I mean, Winston's the clear backup over Taysom Hill. I mean, Taysom's barely played any quarterback.
No.
When he has,
wait. Do you mean that he's behind Taysom Hill or ahead of Taysom Hill?
Winston is ahead of Taysom Hill.
Oh, I thought you meant he was Taysom Hill's backup.
No, not a shot.
I understood what you were saying. Nick just doesn't understand how to speak the English language.
He's a clear backup to Taysom Hill. He's a clear backup to Drew Brees. It's the same exact thing.
No, he said over. You just
I thought you said 2.
let's use our
No.
listening ears before you could try and contribute.
Nick just wants to call me out every chance he gets on
You
the
know,
pod.
No, I just couldn't hear what you said.
he's looking for an early prey, early out
I
of
know.
I
Every
just couldn't
time.
hear what you said.
Other news is the NFL draft concluded Saturday afternoon / evening. The SEC dominated the draft. I think it was LSU had 14 picks. Alabama had over 10. Every single team in the SEC had a draft pick except for Ole Miss. And Ole Miss actually had quite a few the year before. So it makes some kind of sense. But fuck you, Ole Miss. Get your fucking shit together. The only team in the year conference to not get a draft pick. The first thing I think of when I hear that is, holy shit, that's going to do wonders for recruiting, like in a negative way. Like,
I don't know about it. I'd say negative way.
why? Oh,
Because think about it. If you're a 4-star recruit and you're getting recruited to Alabama, they're going to say you might not play. You go to Ole Miss, you say we had no one drafted.
With the fucking play thing.
What was wrong with what I said?
No, nothing's wrong. You just always take the spot where like you should go to a shitty team if you're going to start.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're a
be
3-star recruit
every once in a while.
If you're a 3-star recruit between Alabama and between Ole Miss, and Alabama's got 3 5-stars ahead of you, might as well go to Ole Miss. At least you have a chance.
Then I agree.
I wouldn't go to Ole Miss. I'd go to Auburn or LSU at that point.
Okay, dude.
LSU's reloading at the same point. But I'm saying like it's not like it can't be that good for recruit. It's embarrassing for recruiting in that aspect. And like,
well, a lot of coaches are saying like a lot of like Big 12 coaches are saying don't go to the SEC because their whole teams are getting drafted. You'll get killed in the SEC. Come to the Big 12, you won't get killed as much, and you'll be more NFL ready. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
You talking about how LSU had 14 guys drafted though?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They had 5 first-round picks.
Yeah, I know.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire was a stretch at the end of the first round.
I don't know. He's good. I don't know if he was the best running back, but
Dobbins.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but Dobbins went to a place where he is going to be like he is a lethal tool for, like in that offense.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised the Bucks didn't take him like right before that.
What did they take? They took another O lineman before that, I think.
Yeah, something like that. But I mean, they don't really have a star running back.
No, they don't. They don't. But it was a pretty deep draft for running backs, and I think they did pick someone up.
Yeah, I'm just surprised JK fell that far.
You see, the Lions went for a second running back.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but I question that because we ruin every running back we get.
I don't know. That's just like a best guy on the board, and like you feel like you filled like your main needs.
So see, here's my question. You guys are gonna call me an idiot. Would you keep Kerryon Johnson or Bo Scarborough? Bo Scarborough had a good end of the year.
As like
Kerryon Johnson's
had a
always
good
hurt.
beginning of the year though.
Well,
He's always hurt.
I'm assuming as of now, like if Kerryon's healthy week 1, Kerryon Johnson's the starting running back.
Yeah, I think they'll split carries.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I feel like the Lions' problem is that they don't really have an O-line, so every running back they get just gets hammered, and
That's why I say don't draft.
Dula fumbles all the time and always got hurt. So now
that was my argument with Okuda.
Kerryon got hurt.
Don't draft a wide receiver running back first round because if you don't have a line to get to block for them or give them time to get open, you got nothing.
Yeah.
It's like John Ross. He's the fastest guy in football, but their line sucks. They get right through the line every time, sack the quarterback. He doesn't have time to get open.
well, another takeaway from the draft, quick tidbit, is all 5 offensive linemen for Michigan got drafted, and they still could not.
Jay Patterson didn't get signed, did he?
No, Brian, the work he did. It's because he's got massive hands.
Remember when Shea Patterson came to Michigan and everyone was like, "Oh, dude, he's gonna win the Heisman. He's gonna be the first overall pick." And Connor said he was already the best quarterback in the Big Ten, and then he sucked.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Before he even played a game, everyone's like, "He's the best player in the Big Ten."
There was so much hype around him, and then he couldn't even win the division.
In his Ole Miss career, he had 3 good games. It was against Tennessee, Western, and 2 D2 schools.
Yeah.
Against Alabama, he scored 3 points and had 100 yards, and he played the entire game. and they were talking about him being the best quarterback in the country.
No, I just thought it's another knock on Harbaugh that like he had his entire O-line get drafted, but like still could not win dog shit.
Dude, it's also kind of a nod to him, though. I mean, the Harbaugh
Yeah.
effect, he brought in a quarterback who sucked, and everyone said he's the second coming of Tom Brady. The guy was terrible the whole time he was there.
It's a credit to how he is no longer the quarterback whisperer. He in his this will be year 5, maybe even.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not even a quarterback whisperer in general. Who do you have?
People only said that because of Andrew Luck, and Andrew Luck was just like was a generational talent that like
Andrew Luck would have been good with it. He could have been good at Eastern Michigan.
That's what I said. Generational talent that he happened to recruit.
He was a generational talent who just developed in college and didn't develop in high school. Like he grew and got just better himself in college. He wasn't like
Scottie Pippen.
Can't miss recruit.
Same
with like Kaepernick. Kaepernick came for 2 years in San Francisco, had 2 good years, and then all of a sudden he was just done. Like, I don't think Harbaugh made Kaepernick. I think Kaepernick just was more NFL ready, and then he got beat up over 2 years.
I don't think Harbaugh is the answer whatsoever. He gets paid $8 million a year to beat Ohio State. He hasn't done that yet, and except for 2018, he hasn't finished above.
You see what Tucker Carlson said? Tucker Carlson, Michigan got like a $29 million bailout. And Tucker Carlson goes, $8 million of that's going into Harbaugh's pocket to lose to Ohio State the last Saturday of every November. What a waste of a bailout. I thought that was funny.
Dude, he's been the coach for 5 years, and except for 2018, he hasn't finished above 3rd in the Big Ten East.
I mean, that's pretty sick. He's getting paid a lot of money to be just mediocre.
My only problem is like where do you go from Harbaugh?
Or a coach who's actually that good.
A coach that can beat Ohio State.
But like you're not okay. He's getting out recruited by Ohio State. He simply doesn't have as good of players by Ohio State. How is
Les Miles?
No, that would be like how are you going to bring? There is no name that you can bring in that is going to recruit. Like no sexier name that is going to make kids want to come to Michigan more than Harbaugh is.
What about Les Miles?
I don't know. Les Miles. No. Les Miles might be.
How no?
Why? Why would you say no?
Why not?
Because he's not nearly as big as the name as Harbaugh. He won one national championship at LSU. He's coaching.
Harbaugh's won a lot of national championships and a lot of division titles. He hasn't even won the division.
Yeah, literally.
Dude, Les Miles is under 500 coach the last couple of years.
He's at Kansas.
Yeah, he's at Kansas.
Put Harbaugh at
Kansas. Got him, turned around last year.
They won 5 games last year. Put Harbaugh at Kansas. They'd probably win -2.
You genuinely think Les Miles would do a better job than Harbaugh?
No, but I mean, you might as well give him a try. What's Harbaugh done? They went 10-3 last year, whatever they went last year, and they beat like Middle Tennessee. They beat Middle Tennessee by like 3. They beat Army on a missed field goal.
Dude, he's lost 4 straight bowl games too. I mean, granted, now
I don't care about
those out,
games.
but like,
I don't give
still.
a shit about bowl games. Granted, like
but it's so embarrassing to get embarrassed by Alabama. By how much they lose Alabama by?
Like 20.
Yeah, I mean Alabama had half
with their backup quarterback Mac Jones. I don't think Harbaugh's the answer.
I don't think he hurts them, but I don't think he's helping them at all at this point.
They've gotten better since he's been there, and I don't like.
No, not really. His
best years were with Brady Hoke's, like a recruiting class.
Yeah, but he had the same talent as Brady Hoke did, and Brady Hoke didn't win anything.
No. Brady Hoke came in with Rich Rod's class and then got fired, and Harbaugh took over with Brady Hoke's recruits when they were like sophomores and juniors, and he had a good year. And then when Harbaugh's guys came in now, they're back to being mediocre.
2014 under Brady Hoke, they were 5-7. 2015 under Harbaugh, they were 10-3.
And that's when Hoke's guys are coming through, and they're not Rich Rod's seniors.
Yeah, but
I mean, don't get me wrong.
He's a better tactical coach than he's a better.
Harbaugh is a good coach, but he gets hired to beat Ohio State, and he hasn't done that yet.
I'm saying
he beat Michigan State when they had 2 bad years.
I'm saying like the Ohio State argument is irrelevant to any coach you have because they're simply bringing like they have better players on both sides of the ball, and that Michigan will never.
I mean, so does Alabama in the SEC, and they still get beat.
Not really. LSU had 14 picks this year, 5 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, Tua was out the entire year also.
Tua
Your
played
number 5 overall quarterback.
Tua played in the LSU game.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Okay, still,
Whatever,
but
man.
I'm saying like it's a whole different game.
Alabama was better than LSU, I think.
No, then why'd they lose?
I don't know. They're pretty even. I think Alabama's a little
Super
bit better.
hot take.
I think Alabama's. I think if Alabama and LSU play in the national championship game, Alabama wins with their normal with Tua.
They lost with
I
two.
don't know, dude. LSU was
It's a
That's one
terrible
game.
take.
this year.
Okay, what about when Alabama beat LSU in the national championship game in like 2011, and LSU didn't cross midfield. LSU beat them the first game, so therefore LSU's better.
No, but say like,
Kinda
dude,
sick.
Penn State beats Ohio State still. Like Michigan's got to. If you get fucking Harbaugh, he's 0-5 against them, and he's what 2-3 against Michigan or
They
Michigan
lost
State.
to like a very okay Auburn team too.
Yeah, without Tua. Tua's better than Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I agree.
Not in the college level.
Yeah, he was.
Dude, you can't say that when Joe Burrow had statistically one of the best seasons
For 1 year.
Dude, Tua had statistically one of the best careers.
Dude, oh my God. Tua, I hate that people say this. Tua, genuinely, like the same argument that people make that Joe Burrow had 5.5. Dude, Tua had 2 first-round picks on as wide receivers. He has 5-star O-lineman. He had another O-lineman go in the first round multiple years in a row. How can you not say, I genuinely don't think Tua is.
Dude, Joe Burrow threw to a first-round pick, and the other
Exactly.
receivers.
But how can you make the compare? How can you say Tua's better then? Because he's throwing.
Dude, Tua won a national championship.
5-star.
Freshman year, Tua comes in and wins the national championship.
He didn't win a national championship. He played 1.5.
Oh, did they lose?
No.
Oh
No.
Then what was it? A tie?
Because he played 1.5, he won a national championship. No, that was Jalen Hurts' national championship.
But Jalen Hurts was losing, and then Tua came in and they won.
In the national championship game, that wasn't to get that Jalen Hurts got them there.
Okay, well they would have lost the national championship.
To say it's Tua's national championship after 1.5.
Tua did lead the comeback.
I mean, if Jalen
I'm
Hurts
not
stayed in,
that.
they had 0 points with Jalen Hurts at quarterback that game. What's Jalen Hurts going to do?
So it's Tua's national championship because he won 1.5.
No, but he won the national championship.
Dude, I literally said this the other day, and you guys argued the exact opposite.
Tua's national championship. And then the next year, he had one of the best years in college. He had a Joe Burrow type year last year. Somehow lost the Heisman, which makes no sense to me. And then they lost the national championship game.
Who did he lose
And
to
then
last
this
year?
Clemson.
Who?
Clemson. Or Kyler Murray. I don't know which one you're asking about.
Oh.
And then this year, he was having a big year, got hurt. They lost to LSU by 5 points. And you're talking about how good LSU was. And Alabama wasn't as good as LSU. They lost by 5 points.
His stats genuinely.
He's way better than Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts had the most overrated college career of all time.
That's not true.
Dude, he had under 200 passing. He had one game in his first 2 years at Alabama with over 200 passing yards.
I'm looking at his sophomore year stats right now.
Yeah, he had 2 picks.
It's 6.
I mean, Joe Burrow had this year.
Look up Joe Burrow stats.
He had a pretty big, had a really good college career that you guys are ignoring.
I said Tua was good. What do you mean?
I just don't understand
No, actually, yeah, Easton, you're on my team.
how you can say Tua is significantly better.
I never said he was significantly beher. I said he was better.
When he played on a more talented team and didn't win as much as Joe Burrow.
Burrow played on a team with 14 draft picks. That's an all-time record. So how is he on a more talented team?
LSU had what? 12?
No, LSU had 14.
Yeah, I'm saying Alabama had maybe 2 or 3 less.
Yeah, but then how are you saying that he played on a way more talented team if LSU had 14 guys drafted?
He played on Alabama. And I'm also talking about the sophomore year.
Yeah, but still,
sophomore, you can't really take too much from the junior year because he didn't play the whole year.
Still, I think Tua had a better college career, and everyone just kind of is caught in the recency factor of Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
The recency factor is that
I also feel like people don't.
Tua did worse than Joe Burrow did with a relatively comparable team.
How'd he do worse?
Tua had 33 touchdowns and 3 interceptions this year in 9 games.
Playing dog shit opponents.
Okay, he's in the same division as LSU.
LSU played a much harder schedule this past year.
Last year,
I feel
Tua
like
had
people just,
43 touchdowns, 6 picks. Tua was statistically having a better year this year than he did last year. And last year, he came in second for the Heisman. If he beats Joe Burrow and he's healthy the whole year, Tua wins the Heisman this year.
That's not true.
Ow.
Okay, so Tua, his sophomore year, looking at the numbers, threw for 3,900 yards, 43 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Okay, Joe Burrow's junior year,
Good.
his first year starting, he threw for
We're not
2,894
talking
yards.
about that, though. Because
It's talking about his career, not last year. His career. He had a better career.
okay, say you throw Tua in for that freshman year, that's essentially Joe Burrow's junior year.
Okay, take out Tua's freshman year because he only played half of a game. Do the 2 years where they both started last year and this year. They both were starting quarterbacks in the same division. Tua
Burrow didn't have the team that he had last year. Tua had the 5-star team both years.
How did Burrow not have the team?
Dude, he had the same roster he had this year.
Yeah, exactly. A year older.
Yeah, they didn't get
better. He didn't have the same draft picks that they
Tua
were.
lost. All right, then Tua lost half his team this year.
Like, I'm not arguing that like Tua's like bad. I'm just saying like, no, you are saying that. No, I'm arguing what you said. Listen to what you said. You said Tua was way better than Joe Burrow, and it's just not statistically true.
Dude, in his career, he's better.
Oh my God. No, he's not.
Okay, how many career touchdowns is Joe Burrow has 76 career touchdowns over the past 2 years.
Yo,
How many does Tua have?
don't forget to take out like 8 of them just for his game against Oklahoma.
No, we'll keep him in. We'll
No, okay. No, look at the sophomore year. Yeah, and you can also say look at the junior year. Yeah, he had 9 games, 2,800 yards. Joe Burrow threw for 5,600 yards. So you're telling me 4 games that Tua would have essentially doubled what he put up? What?
No, I'm not saying that.
3 games? Then that's what it had to been for like Tua to have a season even close to Joe Burrow.
It would have been 6 games.
60 touchdowns. Joe Burrow had 60 touchdowns.
Okay. But we're not talking about last year. We're talking about his career. Joe Burrow over the past 2 years where he was a starting quarterback.
I'm not going to argue that Tua was consistent for 2 years, whereas opposed to Joe Burrow was.
Yeah, and he's better. He's better college quarterback over his career. When you compare careers, Tua had a better
Tua
career.
didn't. No, I think you can't say
How?
You can't say that because Joe Burrow had the best college football season ever and won a national championship. Tua did not win a national championship.
Yeah, he did.
No, he
What
wasn't.
team was he on? What was he
He
on?
was a supplemental
that year?
piece. Supplemental piece.
That won the MVP of that game.
He won 1 game. You can't
Which was the national championship,
And I'm pretty sure he was the MVP of that game.
which made him a national champion.
Listen, I'm just gonna end on this. I think I honestly think both of them.
You're making no sense.
How am I making no sense?
Dude,
I think.
Okay,
I think
did he
Tua just
physically
gets-
was he on a team that won a national championship? Yes, he was. But he
played
was not
on the
national
field.
championship
He
for
threw the
one
game.
half of
He
not
led
even
the entire
the entire
comeback.
game.
Dude,
I don't
he threw-
get that. Doesn't give that doesn't make him how can you argue that that's a career that
Dude, look at his stats. Look at his stats. Let me pull up their stats. I'm gonna pull up their stats. Oh, Easton. Are you on my side or his side?
I'm looking at
I'm on
both
your
these.
side.
Dude.
As the starting quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa did not win a national championship, and Joe Burrow did. And at the end of the day, Tua Tagovailoa did not win a Heisman Trophy. How can you say he had a better career than Joe Burrow? We need to make this
Joe
a
Burrow
poll.
had 88.52 passing yards, and he played 38 games. Tua played 32 games and had 7,442. So he needed to have 1,000 yards over 5 games to match yards. He missed 5 games. Okay.
That's probably
Joe Burrow had 78. Tua had 87 interceptions. Tua had 80 or had 11. Joe Burrow had 11. Joe Burrow had one huge year, and his other year he was just an average quarterback. Tua was the best. Was one of the top.
That he sucked.
Tua was one of the best quarterbacks in football for 2 straight years. The year where he was a supplemental piece, he had 11 touchdowns and 2 picks, and he had 636 passing yards as a backup.
Those are all in dog time minutes, though.
Joe Burrow had 8 touchdowns against Oklahoma. 4 of those you can consider dog time.
Okay, then he had 4 touchdowns. What's your point?
Then how's that any different from Tua's having dog time touchdowns? Why
It's not. I'm not saying it is.
But there's you just said
you brought that up and
no, you said you can't count Tua's touchdowns because they're dog time, and then you said Joe Burrow's. I said Joe
of his
Burrow's
freshman year. Of his freshman year, yeah.
Well, then why do you count these?
They're playing. He goes in his freshman year when they're up by 40 against Middle Tennessee.
Joe Burrow scored 8 touchdowns when they're up by 50.
But they're lighting. It's a college football playoff game. They need to keep scoring.
Joe Burrow game logs. Dude,
I'm looking at you just finalized my argument for me that their stats over the 2 years are pretty comparable.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow won a national championship and a Heisman.
Tua was a top 2 quarterback in college football for 2 straight years. Joe Burrow was a nobody who had 1 big year. I would take Tua in his career.
So wait, why are we discrediting?
Who do you think is going to be the better NFL quarterback?
Because Connor thinks that doesn't count because he only played half the game.
He threw for over 150
Wait.
yards.
Was it Tom Brady's? Was Tom Brady's first Super Bowl his Super Bowl or no? Because he only played a quarter of the games.
Well, that's different.
No. He only played a quarter of the games.
But they play an entire playoff, which is 3.
No, he got hurt. He got hurt for one of the games, so he didn't play one of the games.
I would say that's his.
There's Joe Burrow scored 5 touchdowns against Georgia Southern, had 375 yards against Northwestern State, 6 touchdowns against Vanderbilt, 5 against Utah State. Who didn't get – Ole Miss had 0 people drafted, 489 yards and 5 touchdowns. I mean, I guess he played a really hard schedule compared to Tua.
You named 5 of 12 games. That's not impressive.
They play in the same division.
And LSU won head-to-head. He won head-to-head.
Okay, Tua beat him last year. Oh, he didn't have as good of a roster.
No, I'm not going to make that argument.
Then this makes no sense.
Even though I'm I already said it, so that's why I'm not going to. Okay, at the end, who do you think is going to be a better NFL quarterback?
Tua.
Kind of just fucking flips his desk.
No, I actually don't think either of them are going to be that good.
Please tell me you're not fucking on the Herbert train.
No, I'm not. I don't think they're. I honestly think potential to be the best is Jordan Love, but I don't think any of them are going to be good.
I like Jordan Love, but I think Tua is going to be good.
I don't think any of them are going to be I don't think any of them are going to be as a baseline. I don't think any of them are going to be better than Matthew Stafford.
I like Tua. I think the Lions, honestly.
I can compare that.
Pick.
Why? Why do you think they should have got Tua?
How long is Stafford going to be around? He's got a bad back.
More than last year. You can get Trevor Lawrence next year.
Mm-hmm.
Or they can get the first overall.
Stafford's a dog too. He's going to play through that shit.
But Stafford plays through it.
The problem is Stafford could have 6 years.
Yeah, but if he plays through it and they go 3-13 again, they're not going to get Trevor Lawrence.
Depends who's above them.
Well, yeah.
Dude, no one's going to pass up Trevor Lawrence, who has the first overall pick. The Bengals might take Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is a generational talent.
Oh, yeah.
He had the best career out of all of them.
See, I don't even think so.
Dude, he's lost 1 game in college football.
Yeah, okay, that's the Jalen Hurts argument then.
Jalen Hurts lost by 70 to LSU.
Jalen Hurts lost 3 games.
Yeah, but
4 years.
I can't argue. I'm not gonna argue this one because this one's just a gimme.
No. I understand. I understand that Trevor Lawrence is better and has had a better career, but the wins was the wrong stat.
Dude, he won a national championship and lost in the national championship. He's got 66 touchdowns.
But you could argue this sophomore year was disappointing to the hype.
Because they didn't win a national championship. That's it.
No, he was not on any Heisman board.
Same stats as last year, basically.
But he wasn't on any Heisman board. He wasn't even on any Heisman board freshman year. But the freshman year was good. It was impressive because he was a true freshman. The expectation was he was going to take steps forward and like become that.
He stayed the same.
Yeah, and he stayed the same. Like, not saying that he's bad. I'm just saying that, like, one could argue that the second year was disappointing because he really didn't take many steps forward. And he didn't win a national championship.
Yeah, well, he'll probably be back this year.
But he doesn't put up great stats. And granted, they didn't have as quite as dominant of a year.
And they don't play shit. They play shit.
Well, yeah, they play in such a bad division, like conference, that he only plays like a half of the game.
That is fair.
Yeah.
But if you look at this year's team, they played a lot of close games. Like, you'd be surprised
they played a handful
of quarters that he played.
But just going back to Joe Burrow didn't get pulled until the third quarter from games where they were killing people. Against Oklahoma, he played it well into the third quarter, and I get it's Oklahoma, but they're up. If you're beating someone by 42 and it's the third quarter, the odds of them coming back from 42 down are pretty.
That was just because it was a playoff. Like, it was a playoff game.
Mm-hmm. He was breaking records that game too, so they probably wanted to. I don't know.
Tua's sophomore year when he came in second for the Heisman, he didn't play the fourth quarter until like the last game of the season.
That's wagon though.
Yeah, but he had 43 touchdowns. If he even goes like he never made it in the fourth quarter, but he very rarely made it like halfway through the third quarter. So he pretty much had 43 touchdowns, and he only played half of every game.
3/4 of the season.
Yeah, essentially played 3/4 of the season and had 43 touchdowns. Imagine if he played 4-quarter games.
Okay, but they leave him in, and they're just running the ball anyways to melt the clock. So it's not like he's getting that much more stats. All right, let's do starting five since that took a while. Today's starting five is Black Eyed Peas song. Since Nick and I kind of yelled at each other, Easton, you can start.
Are we like going like 1 to 5 ranking?
Yeah.
All right. First one, probably the most notorious, is "I Got a Feeling." Second, I'd go "Let's Get It Started." Third, "Just Can't Get Enough." Fourth, "RITMO," and then last one, "I'm a B."
I have 4 of those 5, but none of them in the same order.
All right, I'll go next. Number 1, "I Got a Feeling." I have a feeling me and Easton are on the same page. Number 2, I have "Where's the Love."
I don't have that.
Number 3, I have "Let's Get It Started." Number 4, I have "The Time." Number 5, I have "Boom Boom Pow."
What's the time? Sing that.
That's a Dirty Bit one.
Dirty Bit. That one.
Never heard that one.
Oh, you live a sheltered life. Sucking Joe Burrow off.
That was actually like Black Eyed Peas. That wasn't funny at all.
I laughed at myself.
These were like my go-to pump-up song at age 12.
I listen to Cooler Than Me by Mike Posner.
You never heard this? No.
No. We're gonna get like copyright. We're gonna get like copyrighted because of you.
We're not making any money. Doesn't matter.
Hey, the time of my
That's Black
life.
Eyed Peas.
No, that's from Dirty Dancing. They put their twist on it. Dirty Bit.
I swear. This is
Black Eyed, can I
true.
just say something before like we like move on from Black Eyed Peas?
We all know you're coming out of the closet.
Dude, it was Easton that came up with this, so like, how could it?
We'll wait till the next segment to come out of the closet.
I'm gonna get fucking torched.
I thought it was funny.
No, it is. My number 1 is "Let's Get It Started in Here," and the bass go and one in, one in, and one in, one in, and one in, one in, and in this context. Okay.
What?
The best part of that song is when they put it to
Nah.
Mr. Roboto. Got me feeling like Mr. Roboto.
What song is that?
That's a fucking
Oh my
same
god,
song.
dude! It's your number
That is
one
that
song.
I don't remember that. Oh yeah, okay.
He doesn't remember. He's just saying that
No,
so he can
no.
save
You
some
just
face.
did it. No, shut up. You just did a terrible impression.
Wait, no. I was thinking of a different song. That's actually Just Can't Get Enough. That's my bad.
Get some.
Mr. Robot.
That's Just Can't Get Enough.
Como.
Oh, I think about
Como.
it every night and day.
I'm addicted.
My number 2 is I'm a
I
Beat.
wanna have it
The
way. I'm addicted and I just can't get enough.
I just can't get enough.
I just can't get enough.
What flavor are those, Easton?
Sour cream.
Oh,
And
cream and onion.
How do you know, Connor?
I saw the green thing.
Did you put your taste buds in his mouth?
Yeah, I did. My taste buds are so.
Connor, what's your number 2 song? This is gonna
I
be a
already
long
said
episode.
it. Maybe if you
Number two.
fucking listened.
It's gonna be a long episode.
It's
You've been
I'm a
beefing
Beat.
for most of it.
I'm a bee,
You didn't say that yet.
Yeah, I did.
You never said that. Easton, did
You
he
guys,
say that?
You guys were singing and weren't listening. I said it.
Sorry, I thought my singing was more important.
I thought it added some.
Number 3 is Boom Boom Pow.
Boom, boom, boom.
Gotta get.
I never liked that song a whole lot.
That was like the first one I listened to. That's why I like had to put it on there.
Yeah, but the whole song is just boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that boom, boom. Gotta get that.
I got that boom boom pow,
Gotta get that
checking my
boom,
style.
boom,
They're
boom.
trying
Gotta
to
get
cover
that
my swagger.
boom,
I'm on
boom.
that next now. You're so 2008. You're so 3000 late. I got that boom boom boom. Gotta get that boom boom boom.
Sorry, didn't mean to snap on you
Oh,
guys.
that was good. That was respect.
I took Connor's voice away.
That was good. 4 is I Gotta Feed It.
Can't believe you put that in number 4.
Yeah, that's actually like highway robbery.
That's like
you remember we were
unanimous
10.
number 1.
Hold on,
That's
Connor,
like
I'm
Derek
gonna make it number
Jeter
1
getting
for you.
voted into the Hall of Fame. It's just a no-brainer.
I'm gonna make Connor I'm gonna make it Connor's number 1. Picture this: you're 10 years old, going to Ford Field to play in the KBBSA championship game. You're in the car and you start singing "The Broncos are gonna repeat" at full volume to that song. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I might
that was
make
number
you-
1.
I
You might
got
be
it.
my
I
LVP
do remember
just for not
that.
putting it number 1 now.
Yeah, that was like one of the
And,
coolest things in my life. They could hear us like across the street, and then we just went out there one by
Who'd
one.
we play? Brighton, right?
Brighton Bulldogs, orange or black, whichever one.
I
was
remember
good.
I pitched in that game and got rocked, but we still won like 12-11.
Yeah, we were up like big in the 6th inning, and then you got rocked, and then you played catcher right after you got rocked, and then
Yeah.
you won with like when you run on 3rd, and the kid went crazy that got out, like
Yeah.
screaming at the umpire saying he was safe and he was up by like 6 steps.
Yeah.
All right, is that
Good
all
time.
5 years or what?
No, my 5 is Just Can't Get Enough.
I think about it every night and day.
I'm addicted and I just can't get enough.
Just can't get enough.
I think we should start doing this with multiple like throwback bands.
Mm-hmm. Dude, can you imagine like how good the Black like they had all these like bumps and stuff, and they kind of broke up like in their peak.
Could you imagine going to a Black Eyed Peas concert now?
I'd go
I'd
crazy.
go.
I would go too. Are we missing any
I'd
good?
wanna go.
Like, are there any good ones that aren't in the top 5?
They had
Any
like
of
6
our
good
top
songs.
fives?
We kind of rotated through.
Yeah.
My
was
humps was pretty
RTMO?
famous. My humps, Pump It was famous. Huh, huh, huh.
I think to a certain
Ah.
extent, like their songs kind of started to sound the same.
Eh.
That's how most bands are though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like you get that sound. Like outside of the top 5, like the not top 5 are songs that kind of sound the same. So I would say we relatively agreed on everything except for I Got a Feelings ranking.
No, we all agreed on it besides the idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you too.
That's not me this time.
Yeah, Easton.
Yeah,
no,
I
give me
know.
elbow, not hand. No hand, no
Yeah,
hand. Give me elbow.
At least I had 5 on the list. Like Easton can't even get 5 on the list.
I had 5 this time, idiot.
No. I'm saying like usually you struggle.
We're talking about now. Don't live in the past.
Yeah, I'm giving you a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. You have 4 now.
Okay. This doesn't mean anything. I already said my 5.
Yeah, but I just took one off the ice.
Let's do a mock draft now. I get to go first since you guys.
I'll be honest, I had trouble thinking of some for this one. I have to hear
Dude,
what
we
Connor
get
says
it.
to come up with
We
some.
get it. You were so
No.
fucking
I just don't
manly.
know.
You were just this big, burly, just. And
No, I want to hear what you say so I can think
you
of some.
probably
It's hard
like
to
go
think of
into the
them.
woods every night, like chop down wood with your axe, and then proceed to eat like beef jerky, like raw.
All right, go.
Girly things that I like. Number 1, I am a huge fan of The Bachelor/Bachelorette.
Never seen it.
So good. I've only gotten into it in like the last couple.
It's too much drama. I can't get
No,
into
dude,
it.
I like actually follow like the good one, like the ones that stay like the ones that go deep. Like I actually follow a couple on like Instagram.
All right, that was a stupid first overall pick.
Why?
But
What makes it stupid?
I'm joking.
It's personal.
I'll
so,
go
like,
next. I'll go next. You're just gonna see how much better my pick is than yours. I'm going seltzers,
Okay.
like White Claw, Truly, Bud Light,
Yeah,
seltzer.
that's true. I have like kind of that. I had girly drinks on there, but like I had like in parentheses margaritas, vodka, cranberries, etc. I didn't have seltzers specifically, so good because I would agree.
Strong number 2 overall pick.
I went with.
Are we doing
Disney
3 rounds?
Ooh.
Let's do 4.
I think it might be hard. Let's do 3, and then if we have more, because I only got like 4 things listed.
I have 5 now that I said girly drinks. Go ahead, Nick.
I went with Disney movies. I like Disney movies. Like Zootopia, those type of movies. I think those are
like
good
kids'
movies.
movies.
I was gonna say that. I was thinking that earlier.
Those are actually good movies.
Yeah.
I'm actually not like So by like Disney movies, you're saying like Frozen,
Like Cars, Frozen,
Oh, okay.
those type of movies.
Well, see, like Cars is not really like.
Yeah, I wouldn't really say Cars, but
Really?
like Frozen or like Up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like movies that are like not necessarily like they're like little kid like girly type movies and not like
Yeah. I respect it. Good pick.
better than Connor's.
My second round pick is rom-coms. I go through periods where I just want to be loved, and I like watch like a rom like I had like weeks at school this year where I would watch like a rom-com every day of the week. Like Monday rom-com, Tuesday rom-com, and like shows like that, like the stupid like the One Tree Hills and like the Riverdales, like the teen dramas that like girls like. Fucking love that shit. Most entertaining TV.
Remember you made me watch Secret Life of American Teenager for like a week at your house?
Yeah, I love that. Like that's another example of like me I love those kind of shows. Like right now, well, yeah. One Tree Hill, Riverdale, like all that bullshit. Love it. Easton.
I'm going with it's actually a very, very entertaining pick. Call Her Daddy, the podcast.
I actually don't. I actually find them so annoying.
I don't listen to podcasts like at all, but like sometimes like I'll just be like, all right, let's see what they're thinking, and it's actually like pretty entertaining.
Watch their YouTube videos and like I genuinely hate them as people. Like I could never.
I don't watch any of their YouTube videos. I follow the one on Snapchat because she's hot.
They're
but
so
that's about it.
they're so shitty. They're so shitty.
Well, their podcast is entertaining.
And they're hot, so.
Yeah.
Nick.
I went on a website and this was one of them and I thought it was funny. So
Oh my God, your cock is just so hairy.
Dude, I everything you guys have said so far, I don't like do any of those things, so I don't know what you want me to do.
This kid is like, his girlfriend is watching this right now, and he's just trying to seem like so much manlier than us, just so he can get some right when quarantine, the second quarantine.
Let's get her on the pod and fact check these.
Dude, what has Connor said so far? Rom-coms and The Bachelorette.
Yeah, he said stupid
I
stuff.
don't watch movies. I don't watch The Bachelorette. What did Easton say?
I said seltzers.
Call Her
and
Daddy.
Call
I've
Her
never
Daddies.
listened to Call Her Daddy. I've just seen them on Barstool's videos. And seltzers. I'm not 21. I don't drink.
T. They left Barstool.
Yeah, they're in like a legal thing with Barstool right now.
Yeah. See, Connor pays attention.
I pay attention to Barstool.
All right, I have two.
No,
Well,
you
three,
can say
three,
pick
but
one.
well, I have one that I'm not sure you guys are counting. I'll just say that one. I said cooking, but I don't know if that really counts.
No, it doesn't
That
count.
doesn't count.
All right,
I'd say like baking would count.
Yeah,
but cooking
baking.
not.
I completely agree with
I
that
don't bake.
statement. That was a good catch.
Thanks.
Sometimes when I'm home, like by myself, and I want to go to bed, I'll wear like yoga pants to bed because they're comfortable. So I guess yoga pants.
That
Dude.
is such a shitty pick.
Okay,
I don't.
rom-com guy.
Or
What
no,
else do
if
you want
you-
me to say? What else do I do?
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Nick, I would reword that
I
for yourself
have
and
yoga
say, like,
pants on here too. It's just the way you said it was like.
Well, like, I wear them as like underwear, not like as like pants.
yeah, I would have said more like,
I wear them
Not
to the
yoga
gym
pants.
like with shorts over them and shit like that.
yeah,
That's
yoga
little-
pants
that's
made
a
it
little more
sound like
girly.
you're like,
Well, yeah,
wearing your
like
girlfriend's yoga pants.
leggings or whatever
or
you call them. I don't know what they're
Lululemons.
called.
Yeah, and
I
that's
would just say
that's
like tights or something. I don't know.
right. So.
Dude, honestly, in that scenario, I'm just sleeping naked, commando.
Yeah, you
Sometimes
actually
it gets cold in my room is the problem. That's why I wear them.
Ah.
you wear tights to bed. Why don't
Okay,
you,
if it's
don't, why don't
question,
you wear
question.
sweatpants?
Big question. This is like groundbreaking. If it's cold in your room, will you guys sleep with socks on?
Oh,
I sleep with socks on most nights.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
What are you, a serial killer? How many
No, I don't
how
know.
many dead bodies are in your basement?
2-ish.
Okay. As a kid I wore socks like all the time, and then someone made fun of me at a sleepover, and I never wear socks anymore.
Yeah, see, I don't wear them to like sleep in, but like if it's cold, like I'll like lay in bed with them on, and then once like my feet warm up and like the blanket warms up from my body heat, then I'll take them off, and then I'll go to sleep.
That seems super reasonable. I'm like self-conscious about it now, even when I'm sleeping alone. Yeah, like I'll never wear socks again.
Okay. Third round pick.
I'm going with High School Musical. And not that like I like it because I feel like
That's kind of like Nick's pick.
Yeah, I guess, but like more
High School
specific.
Musical is literally a rom-com.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
So I was
Pick something else.
all right. Justin Bieber / One Direction music,
That's not really that girly though. Justin Bieber music.
like old
Justin Bieber, old Bieber
like,
was.
like
One
old.
Okay, I would
Direction
have
is
counted. I would have said that then. I was gonna say it, but I didn't think it was considered girly.
One Direction is very.
One Direction's pretty feminine.
It's
But,
very
yeah.
feminine.
I was
like
talking more Justin Bieber.
I like won't like okay, I won't like rip it like in a playlist, but like I know all the words to like old school, like old like we were in middle school Justin Bieber, like the girl like the love song shit, and like That's What Makes You Beautiful and all that. Story of my life, it'll take you home. I'll drive all night, like that stuff. So yeah, who's up? Houston.
My next pick, it's kind of like my pick, but then kind of like a subsection, because I'd say cuddling, but I feel like that's not feminine.
I saw that on a website, but that's not feminine.
No, but not just cuddling.
Unless you're
Small
a
spoon.
fag.
Small spoon, very underrated.
I'm with Houston.
Very underrated.
Really?
Connor's laughing. He's never even. Yeah.
I know.
Your arm falls asleep if you're the big spoon, man.
That is true. That is.
You get a hair full, or you get a face full of hair too.
No, the groin on backside is why I like Big Spoon so much.
Yeah, but I'm just
Their
saying.
groin's on your backside.
From time to time, small spoon.
I don't know. I just feel
Pretty elite.
like I just feel more powerful. It's the Big Spoon.
All right, my next pick, I'm going with shaving my legs. No, I'm just kidding.
That would have been mad respect if you.
No, Easton's more of a waxer.
I could see Easton going to like a waxing salon, like on the daily, like yo trim.
Oh, sorry, my legs are in a
and-
fucking forest.
don't have forest legs. I'm not a very hairy person. I'd say Nick's probably the hairiest of the three of us.
Connor, you are a hairy person.
Not really. Like
Your neck gets a
Just
lot of
everywhere
hair.
but like your chest.
I don't have any like chest hair.
Yeah, I said
butt.
everywhere but your chest.
I have a ton of armpit hair. I have a lot of leg hair. I kind of grow facial hair. So I guess I am kind of hairy. Go ahead, Nick. Sorry.
When it like first came out, I watched Dance Moms.
I saw that on there. And so can we say reality TV?
I don't know. I watched like The Biggest Loser. I watched like America's Got Talent.
Biggest Loser is not a girl show. America's Got Talent. I
No.
fucked with that. I wouldn't really say that's a girl show.
Are we? No, like I'm
Dance
saying
Moms is.
Dance Moms is girly. I watched that too, though, back in the day.
Yeah, I watched like the first season or maybe, and then I got bored.
I would say I like reality TV. If I had to give an honorable team mention, like I'm not saying like I'm gonna watch every new Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but if it was on, I wouldn't turn it off. Call me a girl.
You're a girl.
Well, you're wrong. You're genetically and physically wrong. You guys have any honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Leg workouts.
How's that? What?
I mean,
That's what the website said. I was going to say, and you guys told me not to.
That would have been good thing you didn't say that.
I lifted legs today. So I can, with my wrist.
I got a strong pick that went undrafted. Iced coffee.
See, like a cold brew, like
Cold coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
See, but to me, like a cold brew, like a regular black coffee cold brew, that's not feminine. But like you start adding like caramel and like anything sugary, and then it's iced cap, iced da. That's girly.
Yeah, all those.
And I would agree with you because I fucking love
But they're good.
my $6 caramel iced macchiato with the soy latte mixed on the side. Please add some whipped cream. Just one strip, not 7. Thank you very much. My name is Conorathan or Conorita since I'm so feminine in that drink order. But I love that.
Pretty much anything you can get from Starbucks.
Yeah. So I think you could have gone Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks.
Like just Starbucks as a pick, and I would have been like, yeah, it's pretty elite. Like that's an elite restaurant that is stereotypically a like girls thing.
Yeah.
I had girly drinks, specifically vodka cranberries and margaritas. Although
Whoa. Do not disrespect vodka cranberries.
Dude, Easton, I know that's
Those are elite.
I know that's our go-to, but like every time I say like,
Dude, every guy gets them too.
No, they don't. I don't know any other. I only get them when I'm with you too.
Every guy who doesn't get a beer.
Yeah, but if you're getting a beer at like a college bar, like who are you?
Yeah, I don't really understand that. I feel like
you're
respect me, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, personal preference, I guess. I don't know. Biggs, any contribution to that discussion?
No, I mean I'm not 21, so I don't really drink.
God. Yes, you do.
You're 22.
Yeah, you're 22. I'm almost 23 in a couple weeks. Why are you so gay?
Why don't you go watch a rom-com? Snuggle in there.
Why don't you go wear some yoga pants and be the small spoon?
Wait, whoa. I said small spoon, all right? Chill out.
Okay. We'll post a link of that on Instagram, and you guys can decide who won that. Clearly I did. Actually, yeah, we will. Moving on. MVP of the
How do
week.
you is the winner the loser? Or is the loser the winner?
Yeah, that's why I was kind of stuttered there. I don't really know who had the best. We'll just say like who had like the best picks, maybe. Like who can you relate the most with? I don't know. Leave it open interpretation.
Yeah.
MVP of the week, Nick.
What about past versus present?
Oh, sorry, past versus present.
This one I feel like
I thought you were
should be-
declaring me the MVP of the week, and I was kind of hyped for a second.
No. I was 0-16 Lions versus 0-16 Browns. Anyone got an opinion?
0-16 Browns are
Hey,
going to
hold
beat them.
on. Who are we saying who's worse or who would win?
0-16
win?
Browns beat the Lions in a game.
I agree.
I think so too.
Oh, that was quick.
I don't.
Lions.
I was looking at like the stats and stuff, just like their games they played. Both of them, only 5 of their games were within 1 score. But the point differential, the Lions got blown out pretty much every other game.
Yeah. There wasn't much going. Like the thing with the 0-16 Lions is it wasn't like was that Stafford's first year
No,
or was that the year before?
year before.
Are you sure?
Stafford was the first overall.
Stafford
pick,
got
I'm pretty
drafted
sure.
first overall after that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like outside of that, like the Lions like weren't like a young and like up and coming team. Like they were relatively veteran and they were still so shitty. But like the Browns were like for years to come after, at least we're like building some kind of base or use that 0-16 season to build some kind of base. Or like the Lions.
Yeah.
That's kind of my rationale.
Orlovsky running out of the back of the end zone just summed up the entire season.
Yeah. And it's also like I think like we're pretty biased in that like we saw it firsthand and like we lived the atrocious life of being Lions fans that we just want to like just take needles to our eyes basically every time. Like,
dude, during that Browns season, I was genuinely rooting for them to win just so they wouldn't be another 0-6.
so
Yeah,
I think every Lions.
Yeah, I was like proud that we were the only ones.
So slam dunk. It seems like 0-16 Browns would beat the Lions.
Yeah.
Moving on, MVP of the week, and no, mine's not Nick, but Nick, you can go first.
The weather. It's been beautiful outside this whole week. Got to hang out outside.
I like
It's
it.
life
Yeah.
to quarantine.
I'm gonna argue today was nice, but like the day before was too windy to go outside.
I went outside.
You did what?
Did homework outside, sat outside, played spike ball outside, did it all outside.
I like it. Good pick.
Today was beautiful though.
To build off that, I've been also enjoying the weather outside, but when I'm inside, I'm gonna have to go with my MVP being TikTok. Just kind of killing time, passing it.
Check out our TikTok. I just posted a banger.
Right now?
Well, no, you guys already seen it.
Oh.
I think it just like started going live because I'm getting notifications now.
Yeah, 117 views, 18 likes, 1 comment.
I don't get why it doesn't have more views. Why not hit 50 million followers?
Kill me now, Kyle commented Lockerbox Ferda.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kyle.
My MVP, I have 2. One is the show
Pick
Outer
one.
Banks about. Well, then I want to pick my other one.
Pick one.
I'm gonna say 2.
Most valuable
You
player.
can't have
two.
co-MVP.
All right, my MVP is Dennis Rodman because I know you guys don't watch it. It's actually sinister that you guys have not watched any of The Last Dance yet. But episodes 3 and 4 came out last night, and I think it was the first one last night. So the third episode was primarily about Dennis Rodman, and Dennis Rodman was like what Draymond Green thinks he is. Like
Dennis Rodman was probably the best defensive player of all time.
Yeah, if not the greatest rebounder of all time for sure.
Yeah, the guy was an animal, and he's
But,
honestly
like,
one of the main reasons I thought they would beat
He was a
Golden State.
freaking freak show in like an electric way. Like they had like There was
Oh
like
yeah.
there was like videos of him walking out of the locker room after games, just like had Miller Lite in hand, like talking to reporters. Like you wouldn't see that today. It was so electric, and like there was like footage of him like sipping on a Miller Lite and then like throwing it and like going off on his motorcycle with like a bunch of motorcycle people. Like what? Like after a practice.
Yeah.
What?
He's a beast.
I don't know the
He's
story.
a stud.
The story in the 97-98 season, like that, like the docs like kind of centers around is so like Scottie Pippen's hurt or milking an injury essentially, and Rodman's like being like a model citizen and like doing like a good job as Jordan's number 2. And as soon as Pippen comes back, like Jordan says, like it was literally killing this man that he had to be a model citizen for like this month-long period. He asked Bill Jackson and Michael Jordan in the middle of the season, "Can I go on a vacation?" And they gave him 48 hours. They gave him 48 hours to go to Vegas, and they had a 48-hour vacation in Vegas. And Jordan's like, "Phil, you let him go to Vegas. He's not coming back." 5 days later, he still hadn't came back to a Bulls like event. Michael Jordan had to go to his house, and he was dating this Carmen Electra like model. I don't even know what she was. She by the way, she was actually absolutely smoke show in the doc 25 years later. But Jordan knocks on the door, and you're just picturing like not in Vegas, and like Carmen Electra's like hiding under the sheets, and it's Jordan like going to Robin, "Hey man, like you got to get fucking back to Chicago, man. It's been 5 days." And so my MVP is Dennis Rodman for being absolutely electric and dating Carmen Electra and Madonna.
While we're on the Dennis Rodman topic real quick, just RIP his best friend, Kim Jong-un, who's reportedly dead.
Yeah, that's what the hell is going on? What kind of
apparently died during heart surgery.
we're
But
living
it's
in a,
North Korea, so we never know.
we are living in a movie. The like dictator of the world is dead, and the free world's leader is telling his people to do like eat Clorox wipes essentially. Like what kind of like comedy are we living in right now? Like
We're living the dream.
I actually feel like I'm part of a comedy movie.
Comedy or
Like
simulation?
Well, we are a simulation. We can get into.
We'll have a podcast dedicated to that.
Yeah, next pod simulation.
Okay. LVP. Who started, Nick?
Finals week.
Ooh, good one. Why? I don't even
Relatable, dude.
Because I got
have
4 finals this week, and everyone else has like 2 max.
Yeah. I don't even have to.
I'm going Roger Goodell.
Oh, that was mine.
Still managed to make a virtual draft boring when it's the only thing on TV.
Yeah, I think it was entertaining. Go ahead, actually.
I just like when he put up the fans booing himself. Like
Yeah.
I just wanted to off myself at that point.
Dude, it was actually hilarious to watch. Like
You interact with the fans.
no, he's an actual robot, and he was trying to be human. He was he was like making like a very comfortable looking leather chair look super uncomfortable. Like you could tell he had never sat in that leather chair before. And like
he was so awkward.
And then there was like he was on drugs trying to hug like people over the like virtual FaceTime. Like him hyping up the crowd actually might have given me like crabs. My crabs might.
Dude, you already had
I don't know.
No, they came back from watching Roger Goodell.
I don't know if it was just that it was virtual or what, but okay, 2 things. One, he was talking about how he's doing this draft to forget about coronavirus, and then every commercial was about coronavirus. And then 2,
I mean, he doesn't control that, but yeah.
Here's a say. But
it's not.
Shut up.
It's not.
There's Easton's moment.
Yeah. 2.
There it was.
Okay, shut up, ugly.
Yeah. I'm on Easton's team.
2, like I feel like I don't know if it was because it was virtual or what, but how slow the draft was. I feel like if you're already doing all that,
I think it's
just get you can't just get a reporter to FaceTime the guys real quick and interview them real quick and put that on TV.
okay. Goodell doesn't interview them though normally.
He's a commissioner. You can get a reporter to do that in 2 seconds.
Dude, that's a TV channel doing that. It's not the
Yeah.
NFL interviewing them.
Next thing you're gonna
Okay, then
say is,
ESPN couldn't do that.
Well, that's not your LVP.
your LVP is Roger Goodell for doing things that he had no control over.
Well, he still did the cringy booing. He had control over that. So
He's my LVP because he tried to act like a human. Stick to being a robot, Roger. We hate you even more that way. Thanks. What do we have left? Would you rather have $10 million but never be allowed to use a toilet again, or get $10 every time you poop? Interesting. My first time reading that.
$10 a poop. You're pooping indoors on a toilet, and you're getting rewarded for pooping.
yeah, this is easy.
But never
You know
be
how many times
allowed.
I poop?
Okay, but my question: do you get are you pooping your pants, or can you just shit outside?
You can go outside, I guess, but I mean,
Does a porter potty
pretty
count
illegal.
Does a porter potty count as a toilet?
Do you sit on something shaped like a toilet?
So a toilet.
Yes, it is a toilet.
Yeah.
It is a toilet.
A porta
also use
potty is a portable potty, which is a portable toilet.
Okay. Oh, then I would agree. Okay, say you poop twice a day.
500,000.
So you're
That's
making
$500,000.
$7,000 a year, a little over $7,000 a year from pooping. Times, say you live the 75. So you're making $547,500. Poop.
Just to poop.
Yeah.
Just living life pooping. Plus, you gotta factor in if you have the runs, you could take 4 poops within an hour.
True.
That's $40 just for being sick.
It's probably another $100,000.
How much did you say?
It's 500,000. It's like $550,000.
How'd you get that?
2 poops a day.
2 poops times 365 days in a year times
It's 10.
times a 10 by the end.
$10 because you get $10 for every one.
Yeah, you can just times it by 10 at the end though. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Times 55 more years of your life.
Oh, I did 75 years total. Say you live to 75.
Oh yeah. Okay, you're right. I don't know what happened.
I think that's a slam dunk then.
That's $400,000.
But actually, though,
But yeah, you're right.
nothing. That's nothing compared to. That's $500,000. That's not even close.
Okay,
Yeah,
where are you
that's
gonna
true.
poop your pants
That's
when you're walking
5%.
around downtown Detroit?
It
You're
doesn't
going in
say
the
I.
alley?
Doesn't say I have to poop my pants though. It just
Okay,
says
but where are you gonna poop then?
toilet.
You're gonna poop then.
Do it like the
I would-
people in India do. Just cut a hole in the floor.
Yeah, I would make like a wooded building and just shit in it.
Okay, what happens if you're
Bucket.
What happens if you're walking around in
Yeah, shit
downtown
in a
Detroit?
bucket.
You're gonna carry on a bucket and just take a shit in the middle of the sidewalk?
No,
I would hold
doggy bag.
You can't hold it. What you're gonna
it. I'm
hold
actually
it
going to take the $10 million. Thank you.
Okay. Let's say you're at work for 8 hours. Where are you gonna go take a shit?
Porta or urinal.
No, you can't. It's toilet.
Sink.
I would wait till I got home. You wait.
You can hold a poop for 8
Dude,
hours.
I
You
would-
do it at,
dude,
you
you
do
would-
it at school every day.
Yeah,
I
no, you
never
would.
shit
You
in
would.
high school.
Yeah, you'd 100% be able to train yourself to not poop during those.
All right. What
8
happens
hours
if
a
you
day.
have if you're sick and you got the runs and your stomach's
I'm
all
going
messed up?
home
I'd
then.
stay
I'm
home.
sick.
Yeah, I wouldn't be at work.
Dude, I'm sure at that time, your coworkers are.
I'd
coming
be
out.
willing to shit my pants, say every other year. If I say I had diarrhea every other year, which is not even the case, I would be willing to shit my pants every other year to make $10 million.
What happens if you're on a road trip somewhere or you're on a
That's
plane?
even easier, dude. I'll
Well, how's it easier?
hold it.
Dude, a
You're,
plane.
all right, you're
No,
flying
a
to
plane?
Australia, 24 hours. You're gonna hold a poop for 24 hours.
No, I'm asking for a puke bag. I'm saying I don't feel good, and then I'm going to the bathroom and I'm pooping in the puke bag.
Puke bag.
And then what?
Then I flush it.
You can't use the toilet.
Then I would just throw it in the trash can there, and sorry for the next guy.
Figure it out.
I make $10 million. Suck my little.
Wait, is it you can't use the toilet at all to like not
No,
even
you can't. You
dispose of the
can't touch.
poop?
You can't even touch a toilet.
I'm still fine with that.
Where are you
I
gonna put your shit from the
Dude,
bucket? You're just
I'm
throw it in
never
the
gonna take a
backyard?
flight to Australia anyways.
Yeah,
You're just
exactly.
gonna throw a toilet in the back. Where are you gonna throw your shit in the backyard?
Why
Like a
am I
dog?
going to Australia? I have $10 million. I don't need to go.
Dude, if you cut a hole in your house to shit in, it's gonna smell terrible.
Dude, just throw it in
It's
the
in my
garden. It's
backyard,
fertilizer.
idiot.
I'm sure that'll smell.
Blame it on the dog.
I'm making an outhouse.
Dude, $10 million does not compare to $500,000.
Yeah.
I don't make $10 million anyway.
If it was $100 every time I pooped, so I made $5 million, that's easy for sure. I would every time I poop.
Nick is trying so hard to alpha this episode. I'm gonna make
How?
$10 anyways.
I was trying to make a joke.
Nah, I was just trying to give you shit. All right, slam dunk, $10 million, and I'll never use the toilet again. Thanks for coming.
Ball's in your court, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. What are you guys voting for?
$10 a poop.
I said 10 million.
Okay.
I think it just like you'd be able to figure it out.
Yeah, I agree. And you'd have $10 million to be able to figure it out with.
Yeah. I even take $1 million of that to make even a dude. I can make a better toilet with $1 million of that probably.
Yeah, but you can't make a toilet.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
I could. It wouldn't be a toilet because it'll be better. It'll be different. It'll be new.
If it's something that you can shit in and flush away, it's a toilet.
No, it's not.
I think you're losing our argument here by continuing to talk right now, Easton.
Me?
Yeah. All right.
That was a good pod though.
Closing
Pretty long
thoughts.
one.
It was a
Long
long.
pod.
Closing thoughts. Nobody.
Subscribe to our TikTok.
Yeah, hit us up on TikTok. What is it? Utility Players Pod.
Yeah, it's what everything is pretty much.
Utility Players Pod on YouTube.
Oh, on
and
Instagram.
Yeah, follow on Instagram. More to come on the Instagram. We kind of been dead lately. It's finals week for us. So by the end of this week, we will be done with school and be full podcast content mode. So stay tuned, folks. Thanks for listening. And we are at Utility Players Podcast. Peace out, my friends.